Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. Well, today we are, sorry for the crinkling, I had to get a hold of my picture. I know this is a terrible picture, I'll include one. This is the cross stitch that's stamped that I got from Sunfays. It's sunfayss.com. And I thought we'd just work on this, and it's 80 by 30 centimeters. I just needed to work on something normal and simple, and yeah, I'm having that kind of a week. It's like everything in my world is crashing at one time. As usual, you know, nothing happens until everything happens at once. Yes. And the color that I'm using is... This is so pretty. It'll be gorgeous. They'll all be gorgeous when we're done with them. This is 820. I knew it looked familiar. I got 820 for another project that I was working on. Oh, I thought I would show you the rocks that I picked up the other day on our little adventure. I got a nice, great, big, huge piece of quartz. Just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to use this as a paperweight because it's nice and flat on one side or the other, but it's just too cool. It's heavy. And then we got this one. And see how it's layered? And it will flake. I can't do it right now, but it'll cut in layers. I just think they're so interesting to look at. And they say in the quartz is where the gold is, but you know, our luck of finding gold is so not that great. But my granddaughter and I found some lovely quartz rocks. This one's almost white, but see how it gets fractures in it? It's just so cool. So cool. And then I found this one. It has lots of sparklies in it. And layers. And there's another piece of quartz. Sorry, I didn't clean these off really well. But yeah, they're just so beautiful. So beautiful. And then we have this other little interesting rock. I have no idea. But we get all kinds of rocks around here. You can't spit without finding a rock. But I just thought I'd share those with you. I didn't get to share those the other day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, work was busier than busy yesterday. And I finally got out of there. I thought I was never going to get out of there. It's just too much some days. But I wanted to stitch on something that was just cut and dry, and yeah, what can I say? But I will include the beautiful picture that this has on the website. It's just, it's a stunning looking piece. And it looks like it has like blue flowers outlined by gold, if you will. I don't know how else to explain it, but it sure is pretty. And it has a lot of big spaces in it. It's not all confetti. There are some hard parts. Well, they're not hard, they're just, okay, do it here, do it there, do it here, do it there. Kind of like some of the others that I've gotten. I can't even begin to name them off. But, yeah. I did have some packages arrive, but I have to finish up the details with them. And then I will be probably printing them out this week sometime. And publishing them, but it's in the near future, so we will see. We will see. But I thought I'd start over here with a blue color, because since the whole thing's blue, it's kind of nice to do some of the colors instead of just white. You can do the white anytime. But I just needed some calm. Yesterday when I got home, I got a package in. So I had to do that video. I didn't eat until midnight. That'll tell you something right there. And then I realized I didn't have all the codes for the store, so yeah. You know what I mean? It's just one thing at a time. Just that's all I can handle. And tomorrow, I don't know what time my video will get out because I'm not real sure what time the guy will show up for the furnace. Now, she did tell me that he would call, before he came out, which is very nice and kind. There just seem to be such lovely people. So, we'll see. We'll see. So it may be early morning or it may be in the afternoon. But there will be a video tomorrow. And we'll just kind of go from there. But, yeah. So, lots of stuff going on this week. I mean, just extracurricular activities, if you will. Let me see if I can bring you down where you can actually see what's going on here. I had one of my cluster headaches yesterday at work, and then when I woke up this morning, I had another one. So everybody deals with stress in their own way, I guess. And mine is just, I either come totally off the hinges and have a panic attack. I just want to get this week, well, not this week, but tomorrow over with, so that I know. It's the not knowing what's wrong with this or wrong with that and how many thousands it's going to cost you. Just saying. Just saying. But hopefully, keep your fingers crossed. Send out prayers. Or whatever you do. Good vibrations. There you go as well. Whatever works. I could use some. Because Molly and I woke up and it was 55 degrees in here this morning. I finally got out the little tiny space heater. It's about 8 inches across and about 10 inches high. I bought it to put under the sink to, what do you call it? To defrost the water line, so to speak. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But it just heats up a small area, if you will. I don't know what is it? Is it the watts? Is that what that are? Or BT? No, that's air conditioning. You know what I mean. I think it has 2 settings on it. And so far, if we sit on the couch, we're good. Anyplace else, it's freezing in this house. So, hopefully this won't last long. And I'll just keep it running. And it's supposed to get at least to 76 today. Yesterday, it only got to like 70. And it was kind of cloudy, but not... It's going to rain cloudy. So, yeah. This is a nice little size. It's easy to hang on to in your hand. So we'll see how good the definition is in this. We'll just go a little bit at a time. But yeah, I just needed to stitch. I was so tired by the time I got done trying to figure out where the bags come from and everything else. And yeah, it's kind of stressful. That I just didn't even pick up my knitting. I knew something would befall me. And I know it's only knitting, straight knitting. You don't have to purl. You don't have to do a pattern. It's, yeah. So don't worry. I'll pick it up. In fact, my hand was getting kind of sore at the end of Monday that I could barely push those needles back and forth. So we have to do something else. But everything will be fine. We're just gonna live through this, contrary to popular belief. Sure is a beautiful blue, and it's laying down just gorgeously. Just gorgeously. Is there such a word as gorgeously? I'm just making up words. What I need is some really decent sleep. I'm just very thankful and grateful that I have an electric blanket. So Molly and I, she crawled right under. Okay, I have a queen size bed. Nobody's else sleeping with me. So she has her side, I have my side. And she has her own blanket, which is a Shepa blanket that I bought, God, 3 or 4 years ago, maybe more. But she kind of adapted it because it's nice and soft. And she just crawled right under her blanket, and she didn't move. She was out cold. About 5 minutes. I wish I could have been out cold 5 minutes after I hit the bed, but that never happens. So, I only woke up once in the middle of the night, which is a good thing for me. Oh, it's not daylight yet. Okay, go back to sleep. And I did. So, I'll be fine once I get past Thursday. So, we'll see. But it is starting to be a little bit cooler in the morning. Say in the high, well, 30s to anywhere between 30 and 50s. So, it's starting to act like fall around here, which means snow is not too far away. Did I tell you this was an 11 count? Yeah, it's nice and easy to stitch. I need easy. Yes, my daughter has to work all this week, like 9 to 5 or 8 to 5, something like that. Not 8 to 5, 8 to 3:30, because she has to be able to go get the kids. Now, some days they'll go to Boys and Girls Club. They like that. And sometimes they just come home, on the bus. They both take the bus. Kids are all big and grown up. I think I can move this bell back because it's going to get covered. I like my little bell. It was one of my better purchases from Amazon. I love them. I should get more of them. I don't know where I'm going to hang them, though. I do have some bells, like, they're on a cotton rope affair. And my great uncle, I had to think what he was. He's my grandmother's brother. I think that would be my great uncle. Got them when he was in, I don't know, he was in, well, he went to Korea, I believe, as well. But my grandmother called them when she was alive. The bells of Sarna. And there's like, 6 or 7 bells, and they're about that big. Hang on, I'll go get them. Right, I'm back. And don't mind the dust, because they've been sitting there a while. But they have beautiful little, real roughly made brass bells on them. And it says India on the inside of them. But see, they're tied with some kind of a rope. And they just sound so cool. And each one of them is different, kind of. But I've had these have been in my life, God, since I was old enough to know what they were. But they just hang in my studio. But they're just really pretty. They're quite long. I'd say that was about a foot long. I mean, a yard long, or a meter. Put them down. They make noise. But they always hung in our house. Why, I'm not real sure. My grandmother just happened to like them, I guess. And her brother brought them back for her. I don't know. There was some talk that he got them maybe in Iran. I'm not real sure. But he went overseas there somewhere. It's been a hot moment. And so I don't know if he was there during World War II or not. I can't quite remember. He was probably 20 years older than my father. So, yeah. I don't know. Anybody ever heard of him? But I've had them for a very long time. I'm not planning on getting rid of them. But I like bells that hang. And I also like, what do you call those things? Wind chimes? I can't put wind chimes out because I don't want to, the neighbors are so close. You know, it's not like I live out in the country by myself here. So I try to be respectful of others, and I bought a couple of wind chimes in the house. One of them they had a little, a crafty fair type thing, and got it there. And then I got another one at the dollar store just because I saw it. And it has bamboo, what do you call it? Things that will chime, if you will. You know, if they knock together. They're not like bells, but I do have. The other one is kind of like a blown glass-ish thing. And I have a hanging one that is a hummingbird that my grandmother bought for me when they were up in Leadville. Oh God, several years ago. Probably 20 years ago. And it never comes out of the box because I'm paranoid that I will break it. I don't have any place safe to put it where it won't get broken. But it's hand blown. So I have a friend here in town that does hand blown glass. And he gave me a hand blown Christmas ornament one year when I worked at the pizza place. He no longer works for the pizza place. He does his own thing. I missed 2 whole stitches there. I just went one direction and quit. Holy cow. I'm telling you. I told you I needed something normal. Something that's just stitching. And nice and easy to do. But yeah, look for the openings. I'll be doing them this week and probably part of next. Just intermittently, if I could just say that word. Splattered in between everything else. So. So hopefully the leaves will be all ready to be having their pictures taken, and that'll work. Somebody, speaking of leaves and autumn and all that, I don't know who did it. I can't remember. But there was a poem about the wind, you know, the band was playing blah, blah, blah. In that Winds of Autumn book from Blackbird Design, I had to think who made it. Yeah. There is that poem. But somebody has made a cross stitch out of it, and I'll be danged if I can remember who it is. I don't know if it's a new one or just what it is. I can't remember. I can't remember the circumstances. I can't remember who was talking about it. But I thought it was funny that that poem was in that book. Because I'd never heard that poem until I saw somebody have like a cross stitch, so-called, about it. And it was just odd. Oh, goodness. Well, we're getting somewhere. It's one thing nice about 11 count. You can really make some progress if you just put your mind to it and sit there and stitch. Well, we're not supposed to have too big of an order today, so hopefully today won't wear me out. Like, holy cow, last week was just unbelievable. We had lots of people, and I don't think there's anything going on in town this weekend. We'll have to see. We get the paper today, but hopefully it'll be calm. I'm ready for calm. I did listen to my audiobook. I'm trying to finish Obsidian Chamber, so we'll see. Well, when in doubt, cut the end off. I don't know why I'm doing that. I swear, you know, it's not like we don't have a needle threader. Some days I try so hard to thread that needle, and there sits the threader. Telling you, use the tools you got, little girl. It's always helpful. Goodness gracious. Hardly wait to get some of these colors done. They're so pretty. And get the gold around things. I don't know. Let me look. Does it have? I think it's just straight cross stitch. Yeah, it doesn't have. I was looking to see if it had any, what's the word? Back stitching to it or not. But we'll see what it looks like. I may have to go back. You can always add to whatever you want. But I do have some, oh, it's like Kreinik or a toile that I might be able to outline the gold parts. It's a thought. Oops, let's not get too carried away. Go over that way. Forgot where I was going. I saw that red over reddish, what's like more of a darker orange, and this is a lighter orange. That's what I was working on. Sparkly squirrels again. I'm telling you, them squirrels are rampant this week. Just rampant. It'll be just fine. I keep telling myself that. Breathe and focus. Breathe and focus. Well, that little heater's doing a good job. I'm sitting across the room and I can feel some of that heat. Should have gotten 4 of them, but, you know, my electric bill would have been sky high. I'm trying to get it to lay flatter. It's got a fold right there. It doesn't want to bend real well. Guess we'll go up. But every once in a while, you just gotta stitch something that's plain and simple and easy. Just for the sheer act of stitching calms me down. I didn't have that in diamond painting for some reason. A little bit of it, you know, but then after I'd done it for a long time, it just didn't faze me. But stitching gets you to focus on trying to get it accurately in the square, you know. I don't know. I have never in my life, I don't think, been without some kind of absolute craft to calm my nerves. It just seems like I've been doing crafts forever. But I do like the stitching and the methodical part of it. I came real close to getting out the diamond painting stuff, but I just don't want to spread it out and then have to put it away. I have to focus. And it teaches you focus and patience all at the same time. At least stitching does that for me. What does it do for you? Do you find it calming and relaxing? And you just need to stitch, or, you know, can you stay focused on a project and finish it for someone? Yeah, I have that problem. As you know, I'm a serial starter, for sure. I like to collect all the things, but I also like to start all the things. That's just been me. Alright, guys. Well, I think I'm just going to leave it up here. That way I know where the needle is. Well, we got a little bit done. That was 4 cut in half. One piece of 6 strands cut into 4. So 1 strand got us that far. So not too bad. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and we will see you tomorrow. Keep stitching. Bye-bye.